Pele is the most iconic footballer of the 20th century. He epitomized the flair, pleasure and ardor the Brazilians offered to the game. "I used to be born for soccer, simply as Beethoven was once born for music." Pele early life. Pele was once born Edson Arantes do Nascimento on the 23rd of October 1940 in Três Coracoes, Minas Gerais, Brazil. He was once named after the American inventor Thomas Edison. His mother and father eliminated the I. In his childhood, he received a nickname, Pele, after he mispronounced the identify of a goalkeeper, Bile. Initially Pele disliked it and complained. However, the greater he complained, the extra it stuck. Pele has no which means and was once supposed as an insult, although later it was once discovered that the phrase Bile is Hebrew for miracle. Pele grew up in poverty in São Paulo. He was once taught to play soccer via his father, who used to play football. However, frequently he had to practice with a sock stuffed with newspapers due to the fact he ought to now not have the funds to purchase a football. As properly as enjoying football, he labored as a waiter in nearby tea shops. In his youth, Pele performed in indoor leagues, and this helped enlarge his velocity of reactions. He rose via the early life leagues and at the age of 15 was once signed through Santos FC. He was once quickly marked out as a future star. By the age of 16, he used to be the pinnacle scorer in the Brazilian league and acquired a name up for the Brazilian countrywide side. Interest was once such that the Brazilian. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Like it. The president declared Pele a countrywide treasure to forestall him being offered by way of overseas golf equipment such as Manchester United. Pele's World Cups. Panini _Pele _photo _only as a teenager, the younger and unknown Pele helped encourage Brazil to victory in the 1958 World Cup. He scored in the ultimate at some stage in a 5-2 win over Sweden and completed the opposition with 6 desires and a recognition as the brightest prospect in football. In 1962, Pele helped Brazil to continue the World Cup, although he used to be injured in the early rounds. That means he used to be sidelined for the knockout stages. In 1966, Brazil had been warm favorites, and Pele used to be the most well-known and highly rated participant in the world. However, his excessive profile made him the goal of some vicious tackles by way of the Bulgarian and Hungarian players. In a sport in opposition to Portugal, he used to be additionally badly tackled, and he spent the relaxation of the recreation hobbling about the pitch, as substitutes have been now not allowed. To make things worse, the Portuguese participant João Morais was once no longer dispatched off, and barring a suit Pele, Brazil had been knocked out at the team stage. Pele was once so upset by means of the foul play that he vowed no longer to play in World Cups again. The 1966 World Cup used to be received by way of England. 1970 World Cup. 1963 Trapattoni _and Pele. After the crushing disappointment of the 1966 World Cup, Pele was once inspired to make a return to the Brazil countrywide crew for the qualifying spherical in 1969. In 1970, Pele used to be section of a star-studded crew which had a variety of attacking options, such as Rivellino, Jairzinho, and Carlos Alberto Torres. Throughout the tournament, Brazil performed remarkable soccer and Pele used to be on the pinnacle of his game. The match protected some of the biggest and most iconic moments of any World Cup. These consist of Pele's header and exquisite shot through England goalkeeper Gordon Banks, Pele's headed purpose in the ultimate in subsequent bounce for joy, and Pele's terrific feint round the Uruguay goalkeeper. In the World Cup final, Brazil beat Italy 4-1, with Pele scoring the first goal. The fourth intention through. Brazil used to be mind-blowing and worried Pele and almost all the outfield players. It is extensively viewed as the most memorable World Cup ultimate and a becoming tribute and crowning glory for Pele's global career. The total event used to be an authentic commercial for the beautiful game, a phrase that Pele used to be credited with connecting to football. Style of play. Pele was once quite quick at 5 inches 8 feet, however he extra than compensated in phrases of speed, power, agility and strength. He used to be high quality with each feat, effective in the air, exquisite timing and accuracy and in brilliant appreciation of the game. He should mesmerize defenders with his eyes and ship them the incorrect way. He had a scoring ratio of 0.94 desires per sport and regularly rose to the massive occasion, scoring at necessary moments in large games. Whilst very competitive, he used to be additionally viewed to be an honest participant with suitable feel of sportsmanship. A right instance was once his heat body of Bobby Moore, the England caption after England's defeat in the 1970 World Cup. It is on occasion held up as an embodiment of sportsmanship. Without any doubt, he is universally considered as the best participant of the 20th century, if no longer all time. He is one of the few sportsmen like Muhammad Ali and Usain Bolt, who transcend their activity to come to be an international icon. French footballer Michel Platini stated of Pele, "There's Pele the man, and then Pele the player. And to play like Pele is to play like God." Career. Pele went on to rating over 1,000 desires in expert games. He scored his 1,000th purpose on the 19th of November 1969 at Vasco da Gama in Rio de Janeiro's Maracana Stadium. It sparked global celebrations. His strike price in worldwide video games used to be one of the absolute best ever. In 92 global appearances, he scored 77 goals. In all games, Pele scored 1,283 desires in 1,366 matches, a ratio of 0.94. In the home league, Pele made his debut for Santos aged simply 16. He performed for Santos in the Brazilian League from till the 1972-73 season. Pele completed his profession in the profitable U.S. League. In 1975, he signed for New York Cosmos and performed 3 seasons. He led the New York Cosmos to the U.S. title in 1977, the 12 months of his retirement. Pele personal life. Pele used to be married 3 instances and had quite a few children, some out of wedlock. In 1970, he used to be investigated via the authoritarian Brazilian authorities for suspected sympathy to left-wing political prisoners. Pele was once investigated for handing out leaflets calling for the launch of political prisoners. After the investigation, he did now not get concerned in politics again. After retiring, has long passed on to be an extraordinary ambassador for soccer and recreation in general. In 1992, Pele was once appointed a UN ambassador for ecology and the environment. He was once additionally appointed a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador. He is no longer solely one of the most talented footballers of his generation, but, additionally, a mild-mannered man who used his repute and status for a high-quality effect. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Like it.